What's up, my New World Defenders? This is Chris. Hopefully you've enjoyed your day, or you are about to enjoy your day, depending on what part of the world you're at right now. And quick little side note, if anybody saw that lunar eclipse, let me know if you have any pictures of it or videos, because North America was on the opposite end of the world when that was happening, so we couldn't see it. So I'm curious to see what kind of video somebody might have had. This video is going to talk about Ron Paul for president. Now, the last survey I did wasn't discussing whether he was a viable candidate or a good person or anything like that. It was just to disprove what the mainstream media tries to do, and that's manipulate people through misleading information. That poll that they did surveyed 54 people. It was from a website that people couldn't find anywhere, and it showed 0 votes for Ron Paul. Now, if you look on both of my channels, you'll see that we've gotten at least one, if not more, thumbs up for support. So even if only one person did it, it disproves their information. So that's what that video was about. Now here's my opinion on Ron Paul or any president. Unfortunately, I don't believe presidents have the same power as they might have since the days of Kennedy. Even before that. The problem is, presidents don't run the country. The bankers do. And I'll give you a quote from, I think it was Rothschild, that said this quote, "Give me power over your country's currency, and I care not who makes its laws." I know it's something along that line. So basically what he says in that quote is, give me control of their money, and who cares who writes the laws, because I'll just buy my own decisions or buy myself out of problems. So unfortunately, presidents do not have the power that they want. I mean, let's put it this way. When Barack Obama became president, I was thrilled back then, because I was one of the sheeple, by the way, and I really thought this could be changed, and it seemed different. And I was thinking, wow, an African-American president, this is a first, you know? He's talking about change. I think this could be something amazing. When I woke up this year, I realized that he hasn't done anything good for us in the country. Well, unless you're a millionaire or a billionaire. Other than that, you know, the separation between the poor and the rich are spreading apart while the middle class is fading away. So with that being said, Ron Paul seems like he might have some good ideas. At least he mentions things like wanting to audit the Federal Reserve and wanting to print our own money and things of that nature. So at least he's saying something. Now here's my problem. Anybody that's in government is basically trained how to lie. So I don't believe any president with a 100% faith in them. Now, the thing that comes to mind with me, if you ask my instincts, gun to my head, my thought that comes up is good cop, bad cop. Where they have all these evil cops and everything, they try and be the tough guy, and then the good guy comes in and tells you everything that you want to hear and puts his arm around you and says, don't worry, I'll protect you, and he gets the information. So I kind of think that from him. Now, whether that's true or not, time will tell. I will at least give him the benefit of the doubt. But I don't trust anybody that works as a politician as far as I can throw him. Because even if he goes in there with 100% integrity, he has the Senate, he has the Congress, he has the Supreme Court, he has the bankers, all going to be pressuring him and saying, you sure you want to do that? Let me show you this clip from an old Kennedy video. So, what he can do, who knows? Because we all know that if you saw some of my other videos of how people are related to basically 3 monarchs from the English and French monarchy since anywhere from George Bush down. As a matter of fact, I found out that Barack Obama has relationships with about 6 or 7 presidents, like family relationship. And Ron Paul is no exception. He has been giving the same hand signals as some of the others, which is a satanic one. Now, I'm going to show you the one again, because I made some errors in some other videos. This one is not a satanic symbol. This is I love you. We have this is I, this is L, and this is you. I love you. Now, I'm not going to show the satanic symbol, but if you put that thumb in and just show the 2 points, that's a satanic symbol. So, is he a legitimate person that's really looking for honest change? Or is he one of those people that tries to get into the crowd, mislead them, and then once he's in power, if he's in power, show his true self? You know, the hardest enemy to deal with is somebody who pretends to be your friend because you put your trust in them. That's why they say know your enemy. So if you're at war with another country, let's just say for argument's sake it's the Soviet Union versus China, just to bring up two countries. Now, when a Russian sees a Chinese coming at him, he knows that's his enemy. He knows what to do. Now, let's say the Russians hire a spy that is Chinese, and they infiltrate the Chinese government or the Chinese military, and they're pretending to be friends. Unless you figure out who he is, you don't know that person's the enemy. You know, like for example, Benedict Arnold, traitors. Well, we don't know if he was a real traitor or actually somebody that was actually trying to help the real America. We will never know because we weren't alive to see it. But my point is, we have to be careful, because this could be something where the elite are actually saying, well, if we can't beat them, join them. So we want to present the president that is actually trying to give information. Now, the reason I say be careful, I can safely say the majority of people who were on my website when I was given those videos about the quote-unquote assassination of Osama bin Laden, he wasn't killed that week. He was dead years ago. Now, if somebody was legit, wouldn't they actually stand up and say, you know what, I have to be honest, I can't keep the lie up anymore, that is a cover-up, it never happened, blah, blah, blah. He did not do that. So the integrity comes into question. Now, I'm not saying he might not have good things to talk about, and he has said things that other presidents haven't. But I would still be careful, because basically throughout history our presidents have been hand-selected. They haven't been voted, which means no matter what way you go, they're getting who they want. And even if from some miraculous reason our vote actually counts and he is legit, they're either going to do one of two things: get him to conform, or mysterious accident. I hope that's not the case, because I would really love somebody to actually be a leader and actually fight for we the people and not them the elite. Time will tell, but be very careful. And sometimes people get caught up in the hype, the emotion, and that's what the mainstream media does. Gets you excited, gets you motivated, gets you angry, gets you to think of everything but the truth, or to think about these things that I'm mentioning. So with my videos, they're not always necessarily going to be 100% accurate, because nothing is. I'm not perfect. I'm not some professional. I am definitely not some politician. But what my job is to do is make you think, and possibly make you think in ways that you might not have thought of before. And if you do that, that makes you that much more wise. So, do I like Ron Paul? Potentially. Do I believe in him 100%? No. Do I think he's 100% pure evil? No. Do I think he has the ability to make change? That all depends on if we get rid of the Federal Reserve and end the real financial terrorists out there, the banksters. So until that happens, it's another puppet on a string. So, but all I can tell you is this: if Sarah Palin becomes president, I'm becoming Canadian. Peace, everybody. Thanks for watching. And remember, guys, I'm not saying I hate Ron Paul. I'm not saying he's not a good choice. I'm saying that, unfortunately, due to the way that the elite and the rich, the top half of 1% that rule this country, will never allow somebody to make real change. So until we change the system, we can't change the government. So that's my 2 cents. Tell me what you think. Peace out, my people.